Alright, PS2 game collection, part 3. Any games you want some gameplay from or some playthroughs, just put a comment in the bottom or in the future, wherever YouTube puts the comment section. So yeah, Mad Maestro. Uh, Actually, this game is the sound that you hear when the PS3 starts up. It's in this game. The or wow, that was terrible. The when like it tunes up the symphony. It's like from this game. I haven't played too much of it though, so I'm not going to talk about it. Marker Create. This game, I have. It's funny because I have videos of this on my channel, but they're set to private, so I haven't published them to my channel yet. It's a pretty good stealth game. I kind of want to do a playthrough, so I might do a playthrough of this video on my channel. It's a really good game. I enjoyed it. Maximo Ghost of Glory. Haven't played it, so I can't say too much about it. Maximo versus Army of Zin. Also have not played it, so yeah. Just sitting there in my backlog. Max Payne. I got this game because everybody's, oh, Max Payne's awesome, blah, blah, blah. But also it's like $3 used, so can't go wrong there. But I've yet to play it, so yeah. Mega Man Anniversary Collection. So yeah, this game has Mega Man 1 through 8, and then 2 never before released arcade games. So it's like, because of this game, I don't have to buy any of the virtual console games. Because it's already on a disc for me. Here. Mega Man X Collection. So it's basically the same as Mega Man X, or the Mega Man Collection, but for Mega Man X, where it's got Mega Man X through Mega Man X6, and then some other Mega Man games. Ooh, Metal Arms Glitch in the System. I heard this game was really good. It probably is, but like a lot of games in my backlog, have not played it. Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance. I liked Metal Gear Solid 2 because to me, after playing Metal Gear Solid 1, which made me just go out and want to buy a PlayStation, but I didn't have the money. So it's like this game made me want to get a PS2 so I could play the next Metal Gear Solid game because I just love that series. And then just like it didn't really bother me that Raiden was the main character because just the fact that like there's just more Metal Gear Solid gameplay. So like it looked incredible as well at the time. So that was cool, and the story was crazy. And yeah, just more of the awesomeness of Metal Gear Solid. The document of Metal Gear Solid 2. So this is a bunch of behind the scenes stuff on the making of Metal Gear Solid 2. Yeah. I don't think I've actually watched all of those videos on there. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. This game is like, I'd say this is probably like my favorite in the series of Metal Gear Solid. Like, even I guess not better than 4. Like, I'd say 4 is at the top, and then 3, because it's just like the gameplay of like the camo system, and then like the storyline and how it takes place like Cold War era, and the whole like everything that goes down in the story, boss fights, all that good stuff. And then Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence. So this was basically an updated version with I think they changed some of the camera stuff, and they added an online component. So yeah. Mercenaries, oh man, I love this game. Like, I'd say Mercenaries 2, when that came out, I was so devastated that it was not as good as this game, because this one was just really good. It's basically just like GTA. Well, it wasn't GTA with airstrikes, but it was just so fun because you could just call in airstrikes and just stuff would blow up, and it was really good, like particle effects, and just graphically good, and like the whole concept of like going into North Korea to like take out all those like journals and stuff. That was really cool. Midnight Club 2. I got stuck in this game. It gets like kind of crazy, the difficulty, and like the AI just does like the same routes over and over in every race, so it can get kind of hard to beat them if you're not a robot. So yeah. Midnight Club 3. I think I was playing this one and then I just like stopped. So this is also the dub edition remix. So it's got like a bunch of stuff that the normal version or the version that came out first didn't. So yeah. Alright, next set of games in the stack. Pride of Sea Championships. So there's this game on the Dreamcast, I don't remember what it was called, but it was like UFC fighting or something. And then this came out, and I was like, oh, this looks like that. Wow, this is... The price on here says $28.50. I don't know if I paid that much for it, but yeah. I just wanted to get like another game like that, so that was basically why I bought it. So it's just like a, MMA type fighting game. Alright, Mortal Kombat Daily Alliance. Yeah. I played this game like way after it came out, so it was, I don't know. It was my reintroduction into Mortal Kombat after Mortal Kombat 4. There's like a long stretch of time before 4, or between 4 and this one, so I got back into it, and like it continues the story. The gameplay's kind of I didn't really like it too much, but I just kept buying it because I was like a fan, so yeah. And then Mortal Kombat Deception, which is basically just a continuation. So yeah, after Deadly Alliance, Deception, and it's just Mortal Kombat, so there's not too much to talk about there. And then Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Oh man, like yeah, I don't know. I think this like Deception and Armageddon, but mostly Armageddon. I just got tired of Mortal Kombat, so I was just like off the train. So when and they came out like within like really short times of each other. So when DC vs Mortal Kombat came out, I just like skipped over. I was like, well, I don't care anymore. This is MS Saga: A New Dawn. It's like a Gundam RPG game. I thought it was going to be a strategy RPG, but it's not. So I was kind of disappointed with that. I haven't really gone back to play. I played a bit at the beginning, but not too much. Oh man. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. This game's okay. Like, not one of my more favorite Need for Speed games. Like, I don't know. It's kind of basic. You just go through and like do races and stuff. There's also some other like separate mode with like, I don't know, some like crazy challenges or something, but I didn't find myself enjoying it like more than the average Need for Speed game. Need for Speed Underground. The only good thing about this game would be the drag race mode, because the story is kind of terrible, or the story mode is kind of meh. It's like very average to mediocre. There's not too much going on there, and then like the online play was pretty broken, and like people were cheating all the time, so that sucked. But like the only good thing was like the drag race mode, because it felt very it very much captured like the essence of that scene in the Fast and the Furious where they race for the first time. Yeah. Anyway, or like they race it the first time, and then like Vin Diesel's character like barely beats Paul Walker's character at the very end, and like his car is all like crapping out because he like hit his nitros and stuff. But yeah, Need for Speed Underground 2, I really enjoyed this game. Like this one, I liked like everything about it because it was basically like an open world racing game where you could go and like drive around and do races, and then I'm trying to remember like what you were doing. I think you were like trying to like get your rep up, and then like you would challenge people or something. I don't remember. But yeah, like you had a lot of freedom to like go and do stuff. And then like it's cool because like there's a highway in the game, and you can like go and do like one-on-one races like Tokyo Extreme Racer style. So that's pretty cool because it was like that concept but in like a Need for Speed game. So you could have like like total customization of your car in this one, which was like way more. Well, I guess like not way more better, but just like a different, like more. I guess more or less different customization stuff than the Tokyo Extreme Racer series. And this is Odin Sphere. It's a 2D side-scrolling action platform. Well, not really platform, but like 2D side-scrolling action game. It's got like slowdown though when there's a ton of stuff happening on screen, but it is still like visually very different compared to a lot of games that are out. I didn't play too much of it though. This is a crappy used game box. This is Oni for PS2, so I didn't really play that much though. So yeah. Then we have Onimusha. It's, yeah, nothing wrong with it. It's very, I don't know. Looking back on it, it's like I'm trying to think. It was okay. It was all right. Like, I guess like above average. It's, yeah, whatever. Onimusha 2 was better. Like the first one, I don't know. I got stuck on the final boss, but besides that, it was pretty much like a straightforward action game with the weird demons and stuff. This one is kind of the same, a bit more evolved. Stories like uh, more depth to it and stuff. Cause you're not half demon or son of a demon or something. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. So, Onimusha 2. I don't really remember actually. Onimusha 1 and 2. I don't remember. I played them. I don't really remember too much. Onimusha 3, however, this game's pretty cool because it like takes place in like the future and the past or something. There's like two different timelines, and then it's got the character from the first one, and he has to team up with some other dude to take down the uber bad dude. And that's like an awesome opening cutscene, which I put up on my channel, which is like one of the best opening cutscenes ever in a game. Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast. So yeah, I just picked this up because I like Outrun. So, and it's basically just like Outrun. You just go from stage to stage, try to get through it in the time limit. Parappa the Rapper 2. I'm not sure if I finished this one. I think I got to either the last stage or the next to last stage, but was that this one or was that the original Parappa the Rapper? I don't remember now. Or maybe I just like played the first stage and I just stopped after that. I don't know. I think I have a video of that on my channel somewhere. Here you go. Shin Megami Tensei Persona 3 Fez. So, people kept saying they were awesome and I kept buying them, so without actually playing them. So I haven't actually played this one. So but I'm kinda like done with that series. So I don't plan on getting any more with the Shin Megami Tensei games. And this is Phantom Brave. It's actually I haven't played it too much, so I'm just gonna shut up. Wow, there's some like weird case thing. It's for Gundam Federation versus Xeon, but the game's not in here, so I can just toss that. Sega Genesis Collection. I think I have this. Never mind. Yeah, basically, yeah, a bunch of Sega Genesis games. Not much more you need to say about that. Oh, Shadow of the Colossus. This game, pretty good. They actually have a HD. Well, this is a crappy GameStop used case. You probably can't. You can well, you can't see the box art. So, but it is Shadow of the Colossus. But they have the HD remake for that on the around the PS3 now. So. Alright, here we have Shinobi. I very much enjoyed this game. It got hard, but it was definitely like a good learning curve of like it was challenging but still fun. And then this is on the PSN store, I believe, as well now. For like $10, totally worth it. Sylphid, The Lost Planet. This is like a side-scrolling shooter game. I haven't really played it though, so yeah. Got it for $8. Oh man, here we go. Skygunner. I love this game. It's like a cel-shaded flight combat game. I was gonna put up a playthrough on my channel, but I kind of stopped after a couple stages. Yeah. Sly Cooper, the Devious Raccoonus. I only got the first game of this, but it was always my favorite out of the Ratchet and Clank, the Jack and Daxter, or the Sly games. I always preferred the Sly games. At least the first one I really liked because it was all stealthy and action platformy, and there's like a whole like rhythm segment in it. And here we have SOCOM US Navy SEALs. I had a ton of fun with this game. Well, yeah, before the second one came out, with my friends at the my many friends at the Gamer Advisory panel. We played that online a lot. And then when this came out, we totally played it a ton. SOCOM 2 US Navy SEALs, a lot of fun times had in this game. I've never even played like the. Actually, I have played the campaign for this one and the first one, but I didn't finish either of them. So, yeah. And then combined assault. I'm not sure if I bought this or someone. I think someone gave this to me, and like I didn't really get a chance to play it online with anybody because everybody had moved on to like other stuff by then. But it had like cool co-op stuff online, so. It's like SOCOM, what happened, man? It used to be such a like big franchise on PS2. It's like not even around anymore. Alright, and then we have Sonic Mega Collection Plus. Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic Spinball, and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Love me some Sonic. Or at least old Sonic, not like old Sonic up to Sonic Adventure and then Sonic Generations beyond. Soul Calibur 3. This is the one Soul Calibur I didn't really get around to playing all the way through, like and unlocking everything, so there's still like a ton of content for me to get in this game, but I just passed on it. Spider-Man 2, one of my favorite games. I guess I'll say it's in the top 20 as well, because it's got like open world Spider-Man action, and yeah, like your moves you have are cool. The story is actually it's pretty parallel to the movie, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, just all around a really good game. This is by Treyarch. Whoa, I have two of these. I wonder why. Probably because one is scratched up to hell, thanks to my nephew, so yeah. I probably had to go out and get another copy. Yep. It's not that. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a ton of scratches on this, so. It's pretty scratched up. Or at least it's so scratched up it doesn't play anymore, so. Alright, and then we have the Splinter Cell games. I got these because, you know, everybody says Splinter Cell is pretty good, and I wanted to check them out. So I went out and got them. So that's Splinter Cell. And then we have Pandora Tomorrow. None of these I've played, by the way, so I still need to play through them. And then Chaos Theory, which, yeah. I played some of the online back when it was online. That was pretty fun. The Spies vs. Mercenaries mode. And then for this is weird. I wonder why I have like another copy of SSX Tricky, but whatever. I did not know I had a second copy. I must have like bought it because the controls on the GameCube are kind of meh. Or I ran out of save space on the memory card or something. I'm at 20 minutes. So I guess I will stop there. Well, actually, I'm at 19. I'm not at 19 minutes yet, so let me keep going. PsyOps, the Mindgate Conspiracy. Everyone said this game was awesome, and I haven't played it, so I'm not sure. It probably is, but I haven't played it yet, so yeah. And then The Punisher. This game's I haven't played it either, but it's supposed to have like a cool interrogation mechanic where you can like kill the person you're interrogating and let them live, and it like changes like, well, it doesn't like change anything. It's just like the animation is like different. Like you either let them live or you just brutally kill them. Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. This is the only Ratchet and Clank game I have. I'm not really that big on the series. Cause it was weird because I jumped in and played it, and then like I was dying left and right. It was weird. I don't know. And I jumped online and it just seemed very weird when I like into a fight with someone. Like it seems like all they were doing was like holding down the shoot button. There was no like real skill involved. So yeah. Red Faction. I finished this one. Actually, yeah, I did. I enjoyed Red Faction. It was pretty good. I like the whole geomod, like shoot through walls and stuff to make new areas or new openings through the map. And then Red Faction 2, a continuation of that, set on Earth after the Mars. I think it was like the micro machines or nano machines or something. So yeah, I enjoyed Red Faction 2 as well. It's pretty good. There's a lot of unlockables. Wow, that was fast. 20 minutes. I'll come back after this with part 4 PS2 games.